Hey everyone, this is Armor Ramp Druid. It is the same Ramp Druid you've seen before, but with the new suspects, but it's a lot of the same old cards you've seen. You know the Jerry Rig, you know the Guff, you know the Nourish, you know the Wild Growth, you know the Brand Sire, you know the Insatiable Devours, you know this stuff. This is, you know, the Scale of Onyxia. This deck has been really strong. It's been, you know, sometimes it's tier 3, sometimes it's tier 1, sometimes it's tier 2, depending on what it is. But it's even better now. Why? Because it got more reliable win conditions. Believe it or not, Druid sometimes gets their Sire eaten. What do we have now? What are our big new combos? So one, for defensive conditions, we have the new Kripp Keeper. That when we gain armor, goes down to can go down to a 0 mana 4/6, which is quite good. We have Lothamar, which doubles the stats of our deck. So we're up in a value matchup like against Demon, Death Knight, or maybe even a Thief Rogue. This is very useful because our minions are any control deck just can't deal with it. It's just too much, and it doubles the effects of our Earthen Scale, so we just gain so much armor. So like you plop in a value matchup, you plop this down fast, and it's just going to be so hard for your opponent to win. So unless they're an aggro deck, this is like kind of a we're going to win the game when they're not aggro. We got this new Underking card, which is just very efficient. It's a rush minion. It's 12 armor, which is quite good. And those are, but the big cards, the two cards that we're running are a noob Rakan. We gain armor. This turn, your minions cost armor instead of mana. So you get to play it, and then you get to use your armor as mana. And then we run the Astrolure Bloodsworn. Add a Astrolure. So if you guys don't know, this will get you an Astrolure the Protector, which we can't see, which will gain, if you have the Mana Thirst, gain 5 armor. And then on the 8 mana, we'll do a deal 8 damage card that also can deal another 8 for Mana Thirst 10. So what you can do is you can do Bran Noob. You can also go Noob Bran if you have armor and you don't have Guff down, but you can go Bran Noob. That gives you 16 armor. You go Astrolure, that costs 2 armor. So now you have 14 armor. Then you go to the 5 drops, and then you go the 8 mana card. So often you don't actually have to go Brand and Noob first, because let's say you had 13 mana with a Guff, you could go Brand 2-drop a Noob. You could have 2 armor from a previous turn. But if you do this, you do 64 damage, which is enough to even OTK a full 60 health Death Knight with 2 of the blood spells. So the thing is super consistent. You don't need to infuse a Sire, and it's really nice. But you also can just use this to cheat out stats. So you can, use it to cheat out Insatiable Devourer, a Raid Boss, a Sire. So there's lots of cool things you can do. You can use it just for tempo. You can use it just for armor. It doesn't have to be that, but it's a very, very strong card. So basically, usual suspects: ramp, find Guff, control the board, get to win conditions. Not that complicated if you know the regular drill, but still challenging if you don't. So anyways, what am I generally keeping in the mulligan? I'm always keeping Guff. I'm always keeping Wild Growth. And I'm always keeping Wild Blood Season, and I'm always keeping Jerry Rig. Dozing if I knew they're aggro. Innervate if I sometimes already have ramp. Aquatic and Moonlight and Guidance, in my opinion, are bait. Don't keep those. Anyways, got some games for you guys. Enjoy. Corpses is mana. Oh, that would be a cool idea. I blame Kripp for this? Okay.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Actually insane top deck.
For the wild.
Thoughts they already shouldn't. The class that already is not that good should be worse. Thoughts?
Anybody?
New class that's supposed to be fun and interesting that's already not that good that's still seeing play should be worse. Thoughts? I feel when the meta settles, eventually there's going to be a build of Frosty DK. Is there any hope for the Warrior Legendary? What was the Warrior Legend? Oh, the 4 mana. Oh, that 4 mana, the Fire one? Okay. That 4 mana Fire one was such an insult to Warrior players. Because they don't even have the nerve to give it infinite, all right? It had to be a 3-time use. Like, Rat King is infinite. It was just a slap in the face. It was like, you Warrior think... Because here's the thing. You're never actually going to even get it 3 times. But the fact is that they make it so you like so you can't get it 3 times. It's just that slap in the face. Like you thought the world was just and fair, but you could see. I didn't know, right? Like, dude, do they have like special orders from the government to like make sure like Warrior doesn't get too strong, because like it's Putin's favorite class or something like that? Like that's what it seems like. We spill water. How are the games going today? They're going good.
The citadel stands strong.
Every 40 minutes. I am too, but there's a bunch of people who like are want to take long or really fast poops. So get in, get out kind of poops, you know?
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Ooh, chat. Okay. Why that over ramp? Okay, so ramp is not very valuable when you're close to 10 mana because we only get it for a few turns. So if we had Guff, we would always ramp there. But we don't have Guff, so we're just going to hit 10 mana and then we stop our natural ramp. Does that make sense? So when you're at 10 mana, every turn you ramp a turn without even playing a Wild Growth. So Roots, dude, I love Roots hoodies. Every time I'm in Canada, I go to find a Roots store and I buy some Roots hoodies. Dude, Roots, if you want to sponsor me, dude, I'm down. Dude, that would be so great. I
I have but little time.
and they have like what I like is like their hoodies are zippers. I don't do like hoodies that don't have zippers because I need the flexibility to go like both directions, you know? Guff? Chat witness the Guff. It's over. Feels good, man. Feels bad for them, but good for us.
Pick me! Pick me!
On aggro, I know, right? Yeah.
Destiny calls to you.
Well, this list doesn't even run any Theotar anymore. Probably a good decision.
Just resting my eyes. What? From the smallest seed.
I just toot out. I mean, it's pretty a free win, right? What is Theron for? Which one's Theron? Yeah, I mean, yeah, this... It's also just like it kind of makes you, any late game, like, matchup. So I'm trying to think of other late game classes. Like, even if you're playing as Thief Rogue, having double stats is relevant, right? So, it makes your earthen scales better. So...
I have but little time.
I will never serve, but you shall.
All it takes is love, care, and
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
burning again.
Is world peace viable? I think it's viable, but it's there's not enough. There's not enough dust for it for most players, so it's kind of a luxury, you know. Thank you, Grab. It's kind of like in Rage Warrior where like the governments give it like, oh, we gave you these fire spells, so Rage Warrior is good now, but they're not actually that helpful for the archetype.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
Realize I don't actually need to respond to this board. I just need to play mana on things, so get cards out of my hand, stuff like that. Why are streamers not playing Death Knight? One, I played it a bunch last night. There are streamers playing it. But streamers want to play the best class. One, because it's fun, and two, because the viewers like watching them win. Death Knight is not the best class. So what will happen is the viewers will see the streamer die. And then they'll be like, this streamer sucks. And then they will go, and then the streamer will have to get a new job. So, if they're a professional, that is. Is this deck a safe craft? Look, it's okay. Chat, this deck is as safe as, you know, when you're talking to that, you bring that girl or guy home with you, and they're like, nah, like for the first time, and you just met them at the bar, and they're like, no, I'm clean. You don't need a condom. That's how the same safe as this deck. You're probably fine, but until you're not. So.
Your souls belong to the Lich.
Super safe. So it's safe. I get to learn what kind of people my chat is.
For a master tactician, this is nothing.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
You cannot crack my carapace.
We could still lose to 3-drop. To Bran with 7-drop, right? We could still lose. We haven't drawn Sire. So it's not over for our opponent. They could pull off a win here. Because we didn't draw any of our finishers and they have such good board clears, so. Corpse explosion here. Yep.
I have but little time. The citadel stands strong. This must be the way.
Seeing the free moonlight's actually so good here.
This must be the way. This must be the way.
You cannot crack my canvas.
That rope's burning again.
A toast to my everlasting race.
Yeah, dude, we had like 80 shots on a dude, we couldn't hit him there, but we win next turn, so.
My blood for the Lich King.
You got a 44. What does that mean, dude?
But little time.
2 kelp keepers.
You are unfit to serve.
Only one card left. Oh, I hope it's good.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
As our husks break, your heart stops.
Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
Trying to even meet the Sire here, but I could have played the Sire for even more damage. That was fun. You can, I might not watch it because I'm busy, but you can post it.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Job's done.
You can't no more.
What to do?
Wait, what? Chad, they baited me into killing this. Okay, this is actually a good card, but I can't believe I fell for it anyways, but...
This can't be good.
Chat, this game is a game of can we draw scale? If so, we win. If not, we probably still win, but we might lose. Nice, Lemio. You think they run Bloodlust, chat? Scales winning so hard.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
See if I'm dead here. Well, they might actually not have it. And then we should go draw scale. Or so we can go Miracle Growth. We also could go Moonlit, try and look for scale. I'm not sure which was optimal here. That's what really matters, I know, right? Pay no attention to the minions killing us and our life total and the board that we have to deal with and still aren't able to deal with. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
This must be the way.
Just resting my eyes.
Well, either they kill us or we win, probably. Looks like Santa Claus. Thanks, dude. I mean, they didn't have Bloodlust last turn, so we probably... Good chance for winning this. Wow, that looks like a win shot. Man, this is how you know a deck is bad, is they did everything really well, they got ahead, and they didn't have one card, and then I win the game. Like no home. Dude, it's rough out there as a streamer. I have to live in the Hearthstone game client. So I really appreciate you, all the Prime Gamings helping me make my goal of having a home. Dude, how you game with no hands? You ever play laser tag? Basically that.
Just resting my eyes. What?
You cannot crack my candy.
I ever played laser tag. So you know how like the lasers shoot at each other, right? Somehow you're able to control the stuff, despite not the lasers not actually touching. That's kind of how it works. That's the short answer. They're actually a really good card. It's kind of interesting. Dozing Kelp Keepers. I've been finding them marginally useful. What? Do I get wrecked here? Oh, God. Alright, here we go. Chat, I'm not going to answer these questions. I don't run an alignment because alignment is an immoral card. And if you run alignment, it means you're a bad person. Thoughts?
That rope's burning again. I'm not.
It's worked out pretty well, I think. Why are we playing Druid? Chat, we're like the anti-hero, you know, who's like kind of bad, but kind of good, you know? Exactly, Lemuel. We're like Han Solo. We should. Nice. Yeah, if you can go like brand 7 drop, you often like because they're waiting for their replacement for Underking. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing: is like it's hard not to run Underking because of this armor synergies, but I don't know. What are old? You could run like the 3-1 probably. Gravity Cat, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming. Calling it too much streak. Get on that sub train. Thank you so much, Gravity Cat. Alright. If Guff is no. So here's the thing that's interesting. I think people don't realize about cards like Guff. Do I just draw Sire here? I think I just draw Sire. No crap, I didn't draw Sire. Often, when you play, so like I see players, especially in 40 card decks, going Moonlit Guidance on 2 a lot, which is not terrible, but it's a thing of if we have other good plays, we would rather use some of these cards, thin our deck, and then get this is not Luna's list, and then get ourselves so we get more consistent hits. So same thing with Aquatic. Often we don't know when the best time, so we'd rather just have the cards we want instead of having to
All it takes is love, care, and death. Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Okay, chat. So good at this game. Chad, sometimes I think I'm gonna have an actual game, and then I realize no.
My blood for the Lich King.
It's a good top deck. Astrolure might be a good top deck. Final boss is going to be honestly easy. The game denier. Ooh, okay. I think we deny the brand because the brand's like ways we get scammed.
Our tunnels run behind the fort.
Cannot crack my carapace.
I usually nourish if I have guff. So here's the thing: when you nourish, you get 2 mana crystals, which is better, but you don't usually have something good to use those 2 mana crystals on. Where guff gets you the upgraded hero power and the card draw and the armor as well. So the short answer is it depends. The long answer is guff is usually better. Or the long answer is it depends. The answer is guff is usually better. So what if you want to check your work, what you do is you say, okay, if I do guff here and I do the other guff first and then nourish versus nourish then guff, what happens? So the biggest reason to go nourish first is to ramp into something important like scale. So if you're going coin guff or coin nourish, it's often right to go coin nourish. So you can have a scale to have a nice clear. But yeah. When Theo is cheaper, yes. So Theo is not as cheaper. Also, Guff doesn't give you the empty mana crystal anymore, which makes it a little more complicated. Guff used to be mostly better, but now there are a few more spots where Nourish is the better one. So really, at the end of the day, it's kind of the answer is it depends, which makes you think, which I think is good. I like when the game makes a player think.
I'm the brood mother. Don't you ever forget. You ain't seen
Do you think Triple? I think Triple Blood already is a good deck, but I did quite well with it yesterday. I think it is. People are the pro players are shitting on it, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I think I did quite well with it last night. Ooh, I think I start juicing Sire. Miracle Growth's really good too, but I think I want to juice the Sire here.
Pick me, pick me.
Hall of Fame soon. I think what they're going to do is they're not only going to delete Sire, but they're going to remove any mention that he ever existed. And if you say the word Sire in a chat, your account will be banned. To hide, and they will say, we have always been against sort of one-dimensional OTKs that end the games. I think that's what's going to happen. Thoughts?
Just resting my eye. What?
This must be the way.
think we have lethal here. Chad, you never count.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Our gift of frost shields us.
As our husks break, your heart stops.
Our gift of fire empowers us. Gift of fire.
Wait, is it that much of a lethal? Wait, I just dealt 60 and I don't even need my sire here? Oh, that is so stupid. That's so easy. Wow, look at Arthas like getting hit, feeling sad. Okay, that was a very easy game. Hey, easy legend on EU. Nice. Everyone, if you made it all the way to the end, chances are you really like this content, so thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. If you want to show your support of the live content, feel free to like and subscribe. Liking and subscribing always helps the algorithm to show that you like it, so the thing is more likely to give it to other people. In addition to that, if you are always wanting a No Hands Gamer video, but some days I don't put one out because I don't know what to do, we have another channel, which is the No Hands Gamer VODs, which is the raw, unedited content from my Twitch, where you get to see everything on the UTAB format. I highly recommend you go check that out, so you can get your No Hands Gamer fix every day, even when I don't put out a normal YouTube video. Hope to see you guys in the next video.